What's going on YouTube? This is Jabber Tech. The day has finally come. The day has come that we've all been asking for. That's the Google Assistant on the Galaxy Watch. What's the weather?
Right now in New York, it's 90 degrees Fahrenheit and mostly sunny.
What's your name?
Google Assistant's the name. Helping you is my game.
Finally, we have the Google Assistant on the Galaxy Watch. A special shout out to Kamil Kiersky. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but the guys over at XDA posted this guide, and you can finally install the Google Assistant on the Galaxy Watch. Now, this really only supports the newer editions, so the Galaxy Watch 46, 42, the Active, and the Gear Sport. Some people say they had success with the Gear S3. Let me know down in the comments if you've done it. Now, the install process might seem like it's a bit of a hassle. It might seem pretty complicated, but really, if you know how to use a browser, this is a super install, and I'm going to go through it. It's only going to take you about 5 minutes, and it's definitely worth it. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. What can I help you with?
I'm actually going to help you guys and show you how to install it. So let's go ahead with the install on the Galaxy Watch. So it's really easy, especially if you do it on a desktop. That's what I recommend. I'll have all the steps listed down in my description as well, so you can sort of follow through and just click on the relevant links. But head on over to Google's Cloud Platform Console. If it's your first time here, just accept to their terms and conditions. We really don't have any other choice anyway. Once you do that, on the left panel, you'll see Home. Click on Home, and then click on Create Project. Here you want to make a name for it. I just called mine Galaxy Watch Assistant, but you can name it whatever you want. It doesn't really make a big deal. It's all the same. Click on Create. That's going to do its thing and create the project for you. Once this is all done, what you want to do on the left side again, go to API and Services, click on Dashboard, and this is going to bring up your projects. At the top is where you have Enable API and Services. Click on that as well. Once you do that, you want to search for the Google Assistant. So just type in Google Assistant, and that's going to bring up the Google Assistant API. Click on that, and then in here, what you want to do is click on Enable. It's going to enable the API for the Google Assistant. Then you want to click on Create Credentials. From here you have two pull-down menus. The first one, specify the Google Assistant API. On the second one, just choose Android. And then it's going to ask you what data will be processing. Click User Data, and then click on What Credentials Do I Need. Click Set Up Consent Screen, and this is where you can name your application. It really doesn't matter what you name it, so don't spend too much time thinking of something creative. Just pick a name and then enter it into the application name. We're almost there. It's just about done. Scroll to the bottom, click on Save, and then from here you want to click on Create Credential. Once you click on that, click on OAuth Client. And then from here, just select Other and make a name for it. Again, the name doesn't really matter. Just create any name that you want, and then hit that Create button. And that's basically it. Once you click OK, download this file to your computer, plug in your Android phone, and before you even transfer this file to your Android device, you want to rename it to secrets.json. I put it in its own separate folder, but you can copy it directly to your download directory, and then just copy it over and you're pretty much done. Now what you have to do is just get the applications. Just open up the Google Play Store, search for gassist.net. Once you open up the application, go through the prompts, allow it whatever it needs access to, and then you're also going to need to copy a API code, but that's going to be given to you. Locate that secrets file, click Next, 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 and then it's just going to send you to your Google account so you can allow access to the Google Assistant from your watch, and just copy this code. Once you copy it, it'll go back to the application, or you have to reopen the G-Assist application, paste that code into there, click on OK, and we're just about done. The next step that you want to do is go on over to the Galaxy Store, your Samsung Galaxy Store, and then you want to search for that same application, gassist.net. Download it onto your phone as well, and then we're just about done. That's the last step. It's pretty much that easy, that simple. You're going to have the Google Assistant on your watch from now on, and it's just a real pleasure to use. Follow the prompts again and give it permission to your microphone and your storage and whatnot on your Galaxy Watch, and then now you're good to go. Very simple.
I I'm your Google Assistant, and I'm ready to assist.
And finally, we have the Google Assistant, all its power. It works really fast. I'm really surprised at how fast this is. Now, the only downside, if you want to call it a downside, you don't get images, so you really can't see map information. It's just a text only right now, but the developer says there's going to be updates, so let's hope. Here's hoping for the future, but still, it's a step in the right direction, and this is super exciting. You can ask it anything you want. How tall is the Empire State Building?
The Empire State Building is 1,250 feet tall.
How hot is it today?
Today in New York, expect a high of 91 and a low of 80 degrees Fahrenheit. There is currently an excessive heat warning in effect.
So there we go, guys. Everything is here. Everything is ready to go. It's a lot of fun. Try this install. Let me know how it works. But let me know down in the comments below. I really appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys next time.